There we go.
Hi.
I'm shy.
Aw, me too.
And you're also a guy.
I'm a shy guy.
Uh-huh.
I wear funny masks and red dresses.
Do you now?
Okay.
Very
That's
Your
what
mask
shy
of
guys
oil
do.
accord.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right. Last time in Fantasyland, aka Silverlight Kingdom, you guys spent a day in Silverwood, figuring out stuff, exercising Canny, and then getting to watch the King's Showcase. Fun enough, only one of you remembers what happens, as Mindfog has made itself a presence once again. This time, creating a brand new Mindfog memory for at least three of you. As in the King Showcase, boring and, nothing to see here situation for most of you. And then you got to see how this new public face of the Silver Blades, in a very stylish way, and as she would dance among her enemies, took down a bunch of rebels that apparently chose the blade over submitting to the kingdom and coming back to the side of the law, one would say. As the enemies became no more than ghosts of the Coliseum,
Oh, time to
the group ended up talking plans and heading out of Silver, heading back to Hostrath, with a promise of whatever is in Seth Bolt if he's taken down. The group heads back with hope going along the ride.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are. Also, before heading out, doing not his best Batman impression, but Farax gave Emily a warning: do not take any more jobs,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently whoever sends these jobs has changed, and obviously that's not good.
It is interesting indeed.
That's where we are. You guys are standing in the outskirts of Silverwood and ready to travel.
Yeah. I guess we would get on with that.
And with that said, unless you want to talk anything right now, it's time for the funky dice.
Did we not roll them last time?
No.
This is what we rolled, right?
I think we did.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
what we
did.
rolled.
The end of session was roll funky dice. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
rolled
I
really
think
well.
we did
I'm
roll.
pretty sure this was
It
it.
was like the highest roll you had. Yeah.
As said, my week was hard. I did not get crazy notes, or the basic notes. But yeah, I can double check that. I'm assuming the number that was rolled was okay. Oh, I remember the results now. Okay. Your first day of travel goes uneventful.
Nice.
Huh. Okay.
And then the atomic necklace shows up.
As you travel, you know this Hope is constantly looking around,
Mm-hmm.
not in a person alert person. Oh,
In a paranoid kind of way?
not a paranoid way. Also DC
Oh,
incoming.
okay.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
That's the necklace for you.
Yep.
Yep. Jim down there.
Well, as I was saying, I don't know how much did I cut off.
Not much, actually.
You were
Interesting.
still talking.
Well,
at the time.
as it's traveling with you guys, Hope you notice, especially the more inquisitive and in the know of people of you. So Emily and Quiver because of insight,
Mm.
high wisdom. You notice him looking around in a not a paranoid way, more of a someone seeing the world way. Someone that's just looking around, absorbing information, like they had never seen a forest before or something.
Do I have any idea why he might be acting like that?
you know people. He is, even though he's against his father, he's a descendant of noble people. He's been probably a lot of time in a mansion,
That does make sense.
but something doesn't click. You may need to roll
Yeah, when the
some insight checks,
game comes back.
or uh, straight up ask.
Mm-hmm.
Mondo, could you invite me again? I was
Yep,
kicked
me
out
an
when you
invite
disconnected.
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
good.
The room is still not up. I'm still
Okay,
crashing over
sorry.
here.
Okay. I thought you stayed in. All right.
So it's session 22.
Yeah, I would roll insight on that once things happen.
Yeah, basically Quiver. I'm only because of background, and Quiver would notice because of basic insight.
Mm-hmm.
That high wisdom. And also, you notice his whenever he's looking around, like trees looking like. If you see a bird fly, he would like instantly snap to the bird and look at the bird.
Ooh, it's a bird. Ooh.
Like it's like a kid discovering the world. And you no longer see when those things happen. You don't see the intensity in his face anymore. Like it's a man with an objective face. It's a person looking at the world with genuine
Genuine interest.
intrigue.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
curiosity.
I would probably go up to him, and well, I wouldn't directly talk about it, and make the most exotic flower I could think of and tell him about it. Tell him a little bit about where it grows and what you can use it for. I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass, but I would assume Quiver is more knowledgeable in that field.
Well, I'm going to ask you for a nature check with advantage once we are back. I cannot wait for you to get the upgraded druid where they can add their wisdom to nature checks.
Oh, that's kind of
Oh
cool.
yeah,
But for
yeah,
now,
that's
I can
gonna be
give you
fun.
advantage. So make myself the
Once
DM.
I can join
invite
the
is back up.
game.
Yep, invite
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think you have to rewind again. Sorry. That's
Oh.
the
Yeah, I'm gonna let everyone
can we wait?
join.
Yeah,
yeah,
can wait until everyone's in.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
It's not
everyone join. Then
loading
we
for
rewind.
me.
It's loading for me.
Yeah, everyone is in.
No, I mean tabletop sim isn't even starting.
Oh,
Hooray for a 5-second DC causing problems.
Yeah.
Well, worst comes worst, I need to close. I need to shut down my PC and restart it. Ah, there we go. I got it.
noise.
All right, we can rewind.
Haven't even finished the first loading yet.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's wait for Chloe to load. As he still doesn't have his ping being shown.
I see it.
Crazy that I have only 250 milliseconds of ping to both the US and Europe. And then to the opposite side of the world, only 400 milliseconds. In this unoptimized internet.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be worse for sure.
Now we rewind.
Yeah.
rewind time.
Good old rewind.
I was hoping to say with a bit more enthusiasm than that, Roy.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning.
It's what happens when you wake up from like basically nasty. So you know.
Oh, blah. That's fair.
Yeah, it's rough lately.
I'm sorry.
I'm only
That's
being
why I
moved
try
by.
to get a nap in because I know at the end of the session it's gonna be like, am I gonna get any more sleep?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
Is it
fair.
gonna be too hot?
I'm
I
being
think
moved by coffee milk and the hype of a D&D session.
I think you were not there when we discussed this, right? But I will have to leave on time again, so we'll have a quote unquote shorter session.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have 2 hours, 2 hours and a half left.
2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a decent amount of time, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
to be
Like
fine.
daylight nonsense time is basically what has us as hostages.
Look, I'm
Yep,
just
sadly.
excited that we might have combat today, right? Been like 3 or 4 sessions. I feel like I'm
Yeah, it's been a
complaining.
bit, but that's
That's
fine.
bad.
I
didn't
also
wanna
appreciate
BS with
combat.
people or enemies.
The role playing sessions were fun, but
Yeah.
sometimes
Two sessions.
throwing a fist is fun as well.
Well,
Yes, exactly.
let's put it like
yeah.
this: you guys have combat heavy stuff ahead.
Oh, there
That's
we
good
go.
to hear.
Big ass nature check.
All right. As soon as you begin to show this flower, I'm gonna roll nature check for him.
See if he understands anything I'm saying.
Can I roll inside as well? Or...
Yeah, you roll your insight. As I open his
15.
stat block. 15. He's not even trying to hide it. Like he is. You are seeing the face of someone who's seeing many things for the first time in his life. You can see a person that went from being an intense, decided person to a mere child discovering the world.
That's interesting. Okay.
Oh,
And it doesn't fit his what he was before.
Mm-hmm.
Nature check for him. Let me see. He rolled natural 19 for 22.
Wow.
oh damn.
Um
He almost beat me to it.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck this is. Who do you think you're talking to?
He looks extremely impressed. And he asks you, "Where in Circular Woods have you seen this flower?"
Well,
These were
of
thought
course, you
extinct.
know. There is a few left in, and I hope it's okay that I'm pulling this out of my ass. There's a few left in Sarasar Woods, where I come from. You know, our village of druids is very close to nature, and we preserve stuff like this.
He is extremely impressed, and you are getting points with him.
If you know, I can tell you more about nature as we go by, and about the plants, the animals, and everything that's around here.
He's nodding like a child wanting to learn.
All right, tour guide Quiver.
All right. Any more interactions with him before camping time?
Amelie's just thinking
I
in her
mean-
head, do we really have to listen to this?
Just chitter chatter about all the flora, fauna, and everything around here.
All
Oh,
right.
I would. I mean, he can't speak with animals, but I would call Lady Paramount, and
Oh!
of course, before that, going for speak with animals, and tell her that I found a new friend who's interested in the ways of nature, and it's very, very exciting. And if she has any nice words for him,
As soon
the
as
point.
you cast Speak with Animals and bring out your Sending Stone, you see him casting a spell too.
Oh, is that so?
Do I recognize the spell?
Give me an Arcana check. It's not the same spell.
Okay. I suck at Arcana.
It's counterspell.
Fuck you, nature.
You're not sure what he's casting, but if you do your thing, you notice he's listening intently.
All right.
I wonder if it's like
With a
comprehend
very
language
curious,
or something.
What the heck are you doing face?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. Well, I would let him do his thing while I do my thing, and I'd chat a bit with Lady Paramount, see how the village is doing. Ask if she's any words of advice for someone who likes to go nature. What is the point of view for a squirrel? What's the best they can
He would at
give
some
advice.
point after you had that phone interaction, as Lady Paramount response was something about taking a shower. She probably knocked off the stone on accident, and she was in some kind of pond.
She does that a lot.
Yeah.
That squirrel is the thing.
She's clumsy,
Apparently.
but I like her for it.
The rest of you can at some point, as Quiver is like chittering into a little stone, you can see Hope actually let out a good chuckle.
Amelie just has a confused look on her face, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, you see him intently looking at Quiver doing the squirrel noises,
Hmm.
like he understands what he's saying and what it's being said back. As it doesn't matter too much, but he may be able to cast comprehend languages.
Hmm.
Nice.
With that, the day goes on as Hope is entertained and in a very very different mood.
Hmm.
But with that, the next day of travel comes. I'm going to add another day of study for all of you.
Cool.
All right.
To the list of stuff to do. Probably when you guys level up.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Things are kind of intense at the moment for doing all that.
Yeah, we're not gonna stop the session for that.
Yeah.
Day 2 of travel, Funky Dice time.
Okay.
Funky dice. Funky Kong.
Oh, let's go.
What is going on? Oh,
Nope. Don't know what
Oh,
any of
okay.
this.
hold on.
Balance has been achieved.
2.
Yeah.
Alright. Doing math.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
He's
By
mathing.
4.
Shit.
Alright.
He's using the forbidden jutsu. Math.
Forbidden to math no jutsu.
How dare you?
As you guys are traveling,
A dragon a bit. Sorry. We do this every time.
No. Give me a
That could be
second
funny
to
It has
double
wares
check.
and goods,
I
and it
believe
is
you
trying
have
to
rolled
sell
this
you.
encounter. Oh, okay. Interesting things happening.
Uh-huh.
I need to roll a stealth check in the back.
Ooh.
I would like, for no apparent reason, to heighten my senses and look.
Your senses say 18 passive perception.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're already pretty high. Yeah.
Yeah, like the entire party is super high perception. Everyone is
High
perceiving that.
and perceptive.
Uh-huh. Stuff. Oh wow. Interesting. All right, you guys. I'm gonna ask you to roll initiative as you're being ambushed, and the
Oh.
stuff over here was over even Quiver's passive perception.
Wow. All right.
Hey.
God damn.
Thankfully, it is daytime.
bro. Oh, it rolled
Oh.
over from a 4 to a 20.
What the heck is this?
Let's
It
go.
happens that way as well.
Quiver's above Emily?
Yeah, I know, right?
How?
I rolled a net 20.
Well, at least the creatures about to attack you are faster than someone.
That's it. Well, I could roll.
You could
re-roll
use
it,
luck
but
if you
I
wish.
mean, hold on.
Hold
He
on,
doesn't
I'll
have the
manage
wish
it.
spell.
Oh, hold on. We're right here, and we're traveling. I don't care. I would rather save it for an actual skill check. I think, to be honest.
Otis,
Now,
do
if
you
it-
want to go before me?
Mm,
If you want.
I trust my team. They'll take care of it. I'm sure.
Alrighty. As I said, you guys are surprised. Let me get combat music going. And
Stick with that.
objects, components, custom token. Boop. This is when the DM brings the big makeshift map in person. This is.
You know, I would have
uh,
loved if this was a photograph of you drawing a map on paper.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be great,
That would
right?
be pretty funny,
Oh,
actually.
this is cool.
Honestly, I think this would have been really fun.
Hey, you saw me make this one, Hayward.
Oh yeah.
Place your minis about here in the middle.
Okay.
As a pack of dire wolves appear out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Oh,
nice.
all right.
Do we put hope in as well?
Yes, put hope in probably by Quiver.
Oh yeah, because we're talking.
Like that.
Why is this dire wolf mini green? Gray.
It's a shiny.
It's a shiny Pokemon. Yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
shiny
It's a
Pokemon.
shiny, yeah.
Shiny direwolf, Master Ball, go!
Yeah, there you go.
One of us, one of us.
Coming from behind the woods.
Whoa.
You have
Aw.
someone to protect with 17 HP.
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah, I need to
Guys
roll
look
initiative for.
nasty.
Imagine if Hope dies.
Nah.
That would have some interesting consequences.
It certainly would.
Not really. I have Revivify.
Alright.
true.
Yeah, but that's one diamond less for the party.
Mm.
So Hope rolled a 16 initiative. And bag. Wolf rolled a 12. However, all of you are surprised.
That's fair.
So, dire wolves are going to move in, taking a dash action. I'm gonna place you guys within grid for positioning purposes.
Oh yeah, of course.
Here. No, over here. Closer to that. Alright, this one moved. That was a dash action.
Mm-hmm.
Dash action. This one gets here and attacks. So pack tactics kicks in. So they have advantage in the attack.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
19.
Oh, sorry, that's not quiver. That's a 19.
Yep.
Well, the first attack is a hit thanks to advantage. You get a massive bite from this direwolf. You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
14?
It's a direwolf.
That's not great.
It's a very mean looking wolf.
Hey.
I'm telling you right now, you guys rolled a 2 encounter.
Hmm.
And I need you to
Yeah.
give me a strength save.
Strength save. Okay.
Oh, they're gonna do the push you down thing, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fine.
As the direwolf pushes into your throat, trying to bite you and push you down, you manage to stand your ground.
Nice.
So that was all of them. Top of the round, Quiver, it is your turn. You guys are
Top
no
of
longer
the round.
surprised.
Do we have another day of travel left until we are at
Yes.
our
Yes, we
destination?
do.
You get an
right.
long rest. You may go all out.
Oh.
Ah.
Alright. That's why I'm asking. So let's go Starry form, I guess, because why not?
Mhm.
And then I shall. Oops, this guy's not in range. Hop back a bit. Not here, but here. And shoot at this guy. My archery.
Alrighty. Give me an attack roll. I think. I'm not sure. I think that's a hit.
I
Must
would
be.
assume so.
Yeah.
That may also hit the Rask.
8 damage.
Alright. Damage has been
And then we
dealt.
go for the tried, true, and classic Wither and Bloom.
Mmm.
Ooh. So, yeah, both of them. It is a con save or a what save?
It is a con save, yes. And Otis, you get to
diplomacy?
heal for 1 hit dice.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah.
your wisdom, I think.
Perfect.
Your spell DC is 16 or higher?
It is. For some
So,
reason it said charisma. Give me 1 second. 16, yes.
Okay, one of them succeeds, one fails.
Don't forget to add your con.
My con? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a hit dice.
It's rolling a hit die like you're taking a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, nine.
So-
Perfect.
Yeah, I think the Within Bloom is
And
dice and your
plus
wisdom.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
also
It's
plus
full
5.
HP.
That's
Alright,
a
yeah,
lot.
thanks.
That's
Roll
awesome.
damage. This one fails, this succeeds.
He rolled 10 on damage.
10. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. Yeah, one takes half. I don't. So if they make it, they take half.
Done. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Amelie, your turn.
Mm-hmm. How's about we move on up? And, what's up?
I just googled. Wither and Bloom does not add Constitution, so it only adds
No?
my Wisdom modifier. So
Ah.
you would
Alright, so
Interesting.
-2 again.
regain 2
Alright.
less.
Still great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Anyway, Amelie will move up and, slash at this guy with her short swords, I suppose.
Alright, give me 2 attack rolls. Uh,
17.
That's one hit.
I'll roll the second one. 11.
That is double checking. That's a miss.
Okay.
So
One
one
hit
hit
at least.
You do have sneak attack.
Yeah. $15 damage.
Ouch, says the wolf.
I bet it does.
Alright, that was your action.
And I
Anything else?
think I'll just stay put. That's about it.
Alright.
Alrighty. So this guy succeeded saving throw, right?
Yep.
Alright. Then I'm going to attack him with Booming Blade
Ooh. Give me an
and
attack roll.
Thunderous Smite.
Ooh.
And let's see if I hit.
Give me an attack roll.
Yep. I am going
That-
to use my Channel Divinity to
Oh.
add a plus 10 or 15.
I believe that's gonna hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit anyway, right? And I'm going to smite him.
Alright.
Because
Why not?
why not?
So,
Because why not?
because why not? Let's nuke this wolf.
Alright. So we have
So-
48 for
Are
smite.
you using your
and
sword or
Thunderous Smite.
the halberd?
I'm going to use the sword.
Not the halberd, the glaive. Okay, sword.
I must
Give
use the shield,
me.
otherwise my AC would
Yeah,
be lower.
give me sword damage. Give me booming blade damage. It's I think a 1d8. Give me both smites. Jesus, that's a lot of dice.
So this will be the smites. 19.
Oh, that's a fat smite.
And then we have the sword damage. Oh, it's actually 4, it's plus 1. Yeah, sorry.
48.
And
Oh,
then
it's both smites.
both smites, yeah. Final
Okay.
smite is 2d8. Normal smite is also 2d8.
Yeah.
Then normal attack, right?
I saw 48. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then we have booming blade. It's 1d8 if Danny moves. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And then
just
the
roll
normal
it
sword
anyway.
damage.
And then finally the normal damage.
Oh my.
15 plus 3 plus.
Nope. It's rewind time, apparently.
What happened?
I don't know.
I deleted
I don't
my
know.
character sheet.
Oh.
Hmm?
Well, unfortunately,
sorry.
Otis no longer exists. Sorry, guys.
Goodbye, Otis.
And just like that, Otis suddenly ceased to be.
I don't know what just
Exists.
happened.
You just hear him go, ah! And then you hear an echo of his voice.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
You deleted your character sheet?
Yeah, but I didn't know that I can rewind actually. I
Yeah, all of you have all the power.
Or if you
in
click
here. All
Control
of you are
Z,
promoted.
yeah,
That's why
by
you can
instinct
delete stuff,
from
etc.
from coding, from work. Command Z, just
Delete. Oh
clicking it.
crap! Control C.
Yeah. I just pressed it and yeah,
Yeah, Control
it
C
happened.
by default
I
rewind.
feel you. Like when we started, and I made the character sheets. Whenever I put something into the character sheet, like on the thing, and I deleted it, I would hit Control Z.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
But-
way, Chloe, I saw there is a mod now in Tabletop Workshop that's a better UI for scripting. Could be
Oh,
worth
cool.
checking out for you guys.
I mean, I like Visual Studio Code, but it's a bit of a hassle to always copy it over. If it works and it's cool, then maybe.
Apparently, it doesn't need to save and reload and do stuff like that. Okay,
Oh,
is
that's
everyone loaded
cool.
in?
And normal attack is 11 damage.
There we go.
So it's 33 in total.
33. Well,
Wow. Good damage.
Alrighty.
the Wither and Bloom did the difference.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that spell.
It's a good one. Looks like.
That's very great.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna move around this wolf. Just because why not? And end my turn.
Alrighty. Up next, we have Hope. Hope, slightly freaking out, slightly trying to maintain his focus. He's going to take a step back. You can see him extend both hands as he's holding some kind of amulet. And he is going to cast on this one. Actually, on both of them. He shoots 2 firebolts at the same time.
Nice.
Dual fireball.
So, spell attack, charisma. That's 1 hit. That's 1 miss. 1 firebolt goes wide on this one over here. So that's firebolt. It's 1d10 damage. So 8 points of damage to this guy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he's going to pick in a spell and send out a guiding bolt towards this guy because it looks very hurt. So another spell attack. That's a hit. You can see him in his eyes. First one black, full eye black eyes, sending out 2 firebolts, and now his eyes glow white as he's now using a guiding bolt.
Hmm.
So 4d6. And oh wow, I rolled 11 damage, and this guy is dead.
Nice.
He seems and that's his turn. Actually, that's not his turn. He's gonna take a step to the side, getting closer to Otis and away from the wolf. Hope is done. Direwolves. And there's one left, and it has rabies. It's gonna attack. going for you, Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
Aha!
Bad day for the direwolves. Yeah, that's his turn.
Great.
Alurin, your turn.
Yay. I guess I would like to turn around. And I think I'll just use Unleash. So now I can get information off of this creature. What is their best saving throw on the direwolf? For fun.
Best saving throw, that would be strength.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These don't seem too bad to beat up. I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw in a punch. First one.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Yes. I'm sure that misses because they're dexterity.
It-
right?
If you want to use luck, let me know.
Actually, yeah, since you did say that we get a long rest anyway.
Yeah, you guys have a day of travel before the new boss round.
One luck point. Let's reroll the first attack. I just want to get some. Surely I don't nat one.
Oh,
Okay,
well.
second attack.
That's
That
a
surely
hit.
hit.
That's a
Okay.
hit. Roll damage.
All right. Let's just get some damage in. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking.
Nice.
That's nice. They upgraded the
The
martial
damage.
arts.
I would like to use for fun stunning strikes.
All right, Constitution saving throw. What's your save DC?
That is a good question. I think it was 14 last I remember.
Make sure it says Wisdom below your formulas. And
Yeah, there it
the
is.
number.
I see it. It's 14. Yeah.
Okay, it succeeds.
Oh,
by
That's okay.
Luck of the die.
that's okay because I'm gonna just use flurry of blows for 2 more attacks and hope. to
All
God-
right, give me 2 more attack rolls.
Make it dead.
Okay.
That's a
let's
hit.
punch it. If I can
Roll
do
damage.
formula, give me a second.
Kill it until it's dead.
There we go. Loaded. That's pretty good damage. How's it looking?
Another punch on it. You got another punch would be enough.
Well, I don't know if my key matters that much, but it'd be really funny if I stunned it. Stunning strikes, 14 DC, Constitution saving throw.
It fails. It's stunned. Next attack has advantage.
Yeah, let's go. Left click twice. If I'm right.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
I guess we could get more information off of it real quick before.
No. You are getting information. That's a critical hit.
Yeah. That was kind of the point. Here we go. It doesn't really matter what information I get at this point, but just in case, what's the worst saving throw?
Worst saving throw. That would be absolutely intelligence.
I died. That's what I thought. Yeah.
That's
And
why
then,
standing here seeing his companions die.
Yeah.
I believe for crit
So-
you just load it twice, right?
Yep.
So there you go. Opposite side of the boards, 1 into 6.
There you go.
And their wolves are dead.
Yay! Even though I wasted so many key points, yay!
It's fine.
It's fine.
But I just wanted to kill some. There you go.
From the sky, a dragon falls. I'm
No!
Yo, this is just a running joke now.
Is the
It's gonna
dragon?
be really funny when
It's
the dragon
going to happen.
actually falls. from
I
the
know,
sky.
and we're not gonna believe you. And then the dragon mini appears on the board, and we'll be like, "Oh crap!"
Alright.
Is the dragon actually a vendor of sorts? I would like
That
that.
would be funny.
A traveling merchant that happens to be a dragon. Born.
Yeah.
No, dragon. Just
And
the
so,
dragon.
Just a
The
delay
day
born at the end of it.
continues. And I'm gonna say you guys travel to a point. It's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I'd compliment Hope on his combat skills.
You see him dropping a sweat, seeing 3 direwolves out of nowhere, and looking at all of you like, yeah, these people are competent. They are fit for the job.
You did well.
And he does say so. I see why Farax trust all of you to do this. It was impressive.
Well, you
well.
didn't do so bad either.
He, takes the sweat off his forehead. And where is road? I need to fix the names of this. It says south with CH instead of south when I'm trying to look for the map. Grab everything so no one goes flying. So the game keeps going and you guys get to camp in the outskirts of Horsrath.
Mm-hmm.
The wolves are
Look, a
gone.
convenient campfire right here. That's perfect.
You can actually see by a really nice looking secure place the rest of some other travelers' campsite, and it's definitely there.
Anything of interest there?
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. Investigation.
I suppose I would do the same.
Yeah,
See what
7.
else going on here. Well,
See
good
what
thing
you
I
can
said
gather
that.
from the travelers.
Yeah, I'll keep it rolling.
All right. Emily, you can only gather that it was a big group.
Mm-hmm.
They were traveling towards Horsrath apparently.
Okay.
And Lauren, you noticed something other than the same fact that there's a big group. You notice there is a rather large marking in the ground. We're talking a 45 by 70 foot rectangle in the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you for a follow-up check, a history check.
Good thing I'm proficient in history.
This is a low DC.
Alright.
Looking at the markings and the rest of the fact that there is clearly a lot of movement in this big rectangle, you can gather whoever set up camp here maybe looks like a few days ago. You guys probably missed each other by like a day. They probably came from a different path, but this looks like a group that was playing some game of smidgeball.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Interesting.
There's clearly markings in the ground. Perhaps a traveling group of smidgeball players.
Hell yeah.
You guys never rolled in the encounter table.
See, I guess I would like, while me and Amelie are investigating, I guess I would like to just tell her what the thoughts that was given.
She just nods.
Doesn't seem to be anything else of importance. No?
Nothing else other than a very good place to set up camp. You're very defended by the hill behind you.
Yeah.
Clearly a good spot chosen by the ones who traveled here.
I guess we can always just keep this in mind. Who knows? We might come back around here.
If you guys wish to set up camp right there,
And it seems like a pretty good spot to do so, I mean, I feel like we should.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Otis number 2. Hello.
why
Oh my
are
God.
you all- why
Otis number 3.
There's so many Otises in there.
why
Uh-oh.
there is so many Odyssey's in here?
And they have different HP counts.
They do.
I knew something was off with this.
This is well, Who's the imposter?
Wait
Or
a minute.
Spider-Man meme of two
Yeah,
Spider-Mans
yeah.
pointing
Oh yeah,
Pointing
at
at
each
each
other.
other.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Setting up the place here. As all of you convene before going to sleep, Hope perks up
Hmm.
and says, I have to say, except for one of you, all of you don't strike me as part of the Black Feathers. I was expecting a group of, looking at Emily, no offense, a group of thieves and shady people.
Well, we certainly are not that. I can assure you.
You are gravely mistaken. We are not part of this group. At least the three of us.
Oh, so you're traveling together by chance?
That is correct.
Some might call it fate.
Well, rest assured that once Khosrath is free, I will make sure all of your actions are not taken as crime.
Sounds fantastic.
If I'm not sure how you operate or how you work or how you're gonna plan this, but ask me anything. Anything I know could be of help to you.
I suppose for now it would be
For
best
now-
that we see what the scene itself is like.
Well, for now, all I know is that the dragon color needs to fall before the next weekend. That's
Why
the
is
day
that?
She reinforces the wards, the magical wards in the keep, where Father hides every day, and she does so on the second weekend of each month.
I see.
Until that day, the keep getting into the keep as an intruder would be foolish and an impossible task, to be honest. It's like that place is alive.
So we have a
Do we
deadline.
have
So
Yeah.
should she fall before that, I'm pretty sure Father is not going to have enough time to get someone else to reinforce the wards and enchantments in the keep.
All right.
You should have a safer entry point. Once we're back, I will try to get you the blueprints of the keep so you can plan your entry points.
That would be
which
most
do we already
helpful.
know when she's the most vulnerable?
Sorry, what did you say, Unreal?
When is she the most vulnerable? When does she have the least protection around? When can we strike?
Well, you should make sure to find her when she's not with the Peace Warden. This Coulter Lion got assigned as Peace Warden recently. He and his brute, I think his name was Bert.
Ah, yes, Bert.
They are probably together, probably as dangerous as Ander was. Although I'm not sure what the abilities of each one is. Like the Dragon Caller can summon dragons. Normally uses them to terrify people into answering questions.
I believe you said they are often together.
Well, as I understand, as Claude has told me, they are probably lovers. She came with Ander not long ago. Apparently they knew each other from before or something. I'm sorry, I have not been out of the keep for too long. This is actually the first time I have been out of the keep in years.
I was meaning to ask you, how did you get out?
After the last time Ander came to town and Father felt empowered and changed, and after the visit from the king, Father changed a bit more, and he no longer cared for me to go out, and he told me straight up to go to the mines and do something. Before that, he kept me in the keep's tower basically all day.
I am sorry to live such a sheltered life. It must not have been easy.
It's all right. Claude taught me everything I could need know.
Who is that?
Oh, sorry. Claude is the family's butler. He's an elf. He's been with the Seraph family since before the kingdom was established. He helped take over the keep from the broods and the orcs and the other creatures that were taking shelter in what back in the day was known as a Hogswrath Keep. Language has changed a bit.
Hogswrath?
Oh.
Yes, that was before the kingdom was established, when my ancestors, with the help of the Milestone Guild, took over the place and, well, started to establish what is now Hogswrath as a city. Side note, that's a mission you guys never got to do.
Yeah.
But now that we mentioned him, he and the men he trained, they are the elite guard within the keep. They are not associated with the Lion Claws and the people that culture has around.
Would they oppose
if
us?
possible, please keep them alive. Also, they are loyal, but to Claude, not to my father. So if you manage to convince Claude, if you tell him you're there, if you get caught, you convince him that you are there in my stead, you may convince him to make the elite guards within the keep to lower their weapons and let you go. But
That is
if
good
you
to know.
see the guards within the keep on their own, well, they have families to feed and they will do their jobs.
That makes sense.
But as
You're
I
saying
said,
this as if they mainly do this for the purpose of money and not out of, well, I don't know the English word.
Obligation
but,
to Zareth or something?
Thank
No.
you. Yes.
they work out of necessity, and they are trained by Claude himself. Claude is a veteran. He's probably more, if you have him as an enemy, probably more dangerous than Ander.
That means if we find a way, if we don't find a way to convince them that we're with Claude, and we could maybe give them another incentive to, well, look the other way.
If you want the guards to look the other way, you need to convince Claude to do so. Claude is loyal to the family. He will defend everything. However, I'm also part of the family, and I'm convinced he would take my stead over my father's.
All right.
But he's
Do you
bound by
believe
oath
so?
to the family. So, should you fail, he will defend the place with all his might. And he shudders at the thought of having to fight him. Another thing you should have in mind, Helgar. She tends to work at night. She is an orc that you cannot miss. If you see an orc with an... He looks down and shakes his head. If you see an orc with an excess of makeup, you should run the other way. She is terrifying. And you can see him shaking.
Is that so?
Yes,
How is she terrifying?
She is. Let's put it like this: the only reason father would take an orc into the keep is by raw skill. She's the cook. She has gained her place in the keep by just cooking delicious food, and she became obsessed with keeping her appearance. One would say looking good, and she fails miserably at it. However, you don't want to see that woman running at you with 2 butcher knives. And you can see him like shrink, like thinking of memories. She's probably as dangerous as Claude.
I
Are you
see.
serious? It sounds more like it's just some housewife with kitchens, not like an actual threat.
His eyes go wide, and she is a threat. But that's getting too ahead of ourselves. First, the dragon collar needs to fall.
Yes, you are
she's
right.
probably going to be somewhere within the plaza. In the plaza, you can find the Peace Warden's place. She could also be at the casino. She could also be at the tavern. Everything is in the plaza. So at least you're gonna find her there. And after that, I'm not sure how you're gonna make Coulter and his crew be away from her long enough to take her down.
Neither are we, but I suppose we will see what we find when we get there.
He nods. Is there anything else I could let you know?
I'm still concerned about Ander. We found out that he's a fiend and that he didn't really die and will come back for us. And I'm not sure if he can still communicate with others. What if he told something to the Dragon Caller and warned her about us? We have to be too extremely careful.
Roll a religion check for this man. He's well educated. He's a man of the books. Oh, natural 20 for him.
Ooh.
Two things. Well, if you kill him, he probably doesn't have a direct way of contacting anyone unless they contact him through powerful magics, and I don't think Father has access to that. So, as long as there is no suspicion of what happened at the mines, we should be fine. And he looks at Emily. You seem to be an expert in disguises.
She nods.
I need to justify getting back alone, because Father knows of my abilities, but doesn't think I could make such a trip. So he always sends guards with me.
That could work.
So, if you could disguise me as having had a big fight, and just making it out alive, I could convince him that the guards died on the way and I made it.
Are you sure disguise is enough?
Father is not that insightful. He's too focused on himself.
All right.
I would believe that. But yes, I could certainly do that.
He nods. As I said, I will get you as soon as I can the maps of the keep so you can plan out your entry points. So once the dragon collar is down and the wards dwindle, you can make your way in.
That would be most helpful.
I will let you know all I can about the keep once I have those maps in front of you. And he goes into silence and thinking a lot.
Very fair.
Side note, I am terrified of my mental image of Helgar.
Really?
Yeah. But that said, unless anyone has any interactions to do overnight,
Amelie would like to talk to the group, actually. There's a bit of a, just like, uncertain look on her face, but she says to the group, she just says, there is something I wish to know. Why is it that you all are helping me with this? Is it truly only because Zareth is an evil man?
Well, I can only speak for myself, but I'm helping the people, not especially you, in this case.
That is fair.
Part of it is Seraph, but I mean, like, we've been traveling for some time, so it's just kind of neither here nor there. I'm here to travel, try to find my mom. But at the same time, you know, it's nice to see new things, help people out, etc., you know.
Indeed.
Also, you don't seem that bad, to be fair.
If you say so.
I mean, you're definitely working on yourself, so that's a positive improvement.
Amelie would try to hide a smile.
Give me a deception check.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh damn!
You hide it pretty
Oh,
well.
bad.
I'm not even gonna bother roll inside. I don't. And Larry doesn't care. Just double check. Not.
Well, your assistance is very appreciated. It is nice.
Well, what do you plan to do after we finish this Seraph endeavor?
Hmm. In some ways, I do not know, but perhaps it would be best that I continue traveling with you. After all, it seems there is still perhaps more to the four of us. Would you not agree?
I certainly do. There's
It
still
can be
a
weird.
lot to uncover.
Yes.
All right.
And that's it, unless anyone else has anything to say.
No.
So
Cool.
I have laid out because you guys have been here. This is Hosra's
Whoa.
Plaza.
Nice.
So over here you have that big stand where Sereth was,
Ah, yep, okay.
the place where people were being executed.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The fountain with a big orb. Over here was a small market. If you zoom in, you can see whatever they are selling. Although during nighttime there is nothing to be taken. Over here you have the casino. Over here you have a temple where a priest may take some tips to do stuff for you.
Hmm.
And over here you have there was a big sign that said the Cat's Tail, some kind of a tavern.
Okay. Interesting. Lots of
Put them up
buildings.
in case you guys want to, scheme.
Ah, yes.
Hmm.
Scheme mode.
Sorry, where was what again? I was a bit distracted.
Peace Warden's Place, casino, religious temple, Cattail tavern.
So I guess we have to be sneaky again, right? And first we have to find in which of those buildings she actually is. And then we have to set up a situation where we can hopefully kill her
Mm-hmm.
quickly and silently to not get the attraction.
That
as
would be
well.
the ideal way to do it, yes.
Question: do we still have the rest ahead, or did we rest already?
You may apply
Alright.
long
Oh yeah,
rest.
true, I forgot.
Okay.
Because if we plan before long resting, I could adjust my spells accordingly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Uh,
Well, I mean,
you
That's why
guys
I'm
have,
asking.
and let's put it like this: you guys have.
we have a number of days, yeah.
Look
we've
at the
got a lot of
calendar.
time.
You
yeah.
have until this day to kill that woman.
So actually no
This
need
is
to
the day
rush.
where she
Yeah.
goes and reinforces the wards. After this day, the wards are gonna be ineffective. So
Mhm.
But still, we could go guns blazing, just run through the door and just, I don't know, attack her.
I'm sure that
Oh,
would go
yeah.
so well.
Yeah.
From
Well-
being slaves to going guns blazing.
you are gonna find out what happens if you invade that keep
Well,
without
they
taking
got
down
one
the
of-
wards.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Isn't what you described, Roy, just what we did in the mines? Like,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I literally just said from being slaves to
Yeah.
guns blazing. This is a
Yeah.
new thing.
Anyways, adding another day of study. Give me a
Hmm.
stats check, Quiver.
Oh, sure. If we decide to go the stealthy route, I would certainly bring Pass Without Trace.
Amelie would be very on
Which
board
I-
with that idea.
Yeah.
During your shift, you don't really find anything new, Quiver.
Pretty decent roll. Too.
And the fact that there is barely any moonlight doesn't help.
Hmm.
Couldn't you actually give your guidance every time you do that?
It's a guidance lasts for too short of a moment.
Oh yeah, guidance lasts for like
This is
10
like
minutes
an entire shift.
or a minute.
All right.
Also, concentration would distract him from
Yeah, makes sense.
focusing
That
on
makes
stars.
sense. Yeah.
Another question. I have currently here on my card just 4 spell slots that I can prepare, but the card says I get my charisma modifier, it's 3, and half of my paladin level. That would be 2 spell slots, so in total 5. So actually, I should have 5, I think, right?
You cannot get to 5 spell slots, not even with a wizard.
Oh, really? So it's a
Level 4
limit.
paladin, you get 3 first level spells. You look at this chart for the spell slots. What you're looking at is the amount of spells you can prepare, which you are paladin 4. So it's spell casting.
Yeah, it's like 3 of spellcasting modifier, charisma, plus... Okay. I guess that's fine.
So it's 2 plus charisma, so 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any class gets to 5 spell slots anywhere.
Ah,
No, it only goes to 4.
Yeah.
The only one that kind of breaks it is the warlock that gets 4 5th level spell slots. But yeah, the next day you guys would get to Hosrath, use the smuggling route, as Emily knows,
Yep.
and then it's up to you how you organize yourselves.
I imagine we
I
would
might
have.
assume you helped Hope with a disguise of being
Yeah, she would do so.
being beaten
Do
up.
I need to
and
roll
he
anything
takes
for
us-
that?
No need to.
Okay.
He's gonna have his own deception check with advantage
Okay.
on his side, which I'm gonna roll right now. He's not good with deception. He still has +4 charisma. Wow, a natural 1 turned into a natural 16. He's
Not
fine.
bad.
Okay, he's fine.
Cool.
I'm happy I get to use my impromptu Excel sheet character sheet.
Now, I assume we would have like a safe place in the form of like Crow's place.
Yeah, you can go hide at Crow's place.
Yeah, cool.
Let me get the Hosrath map. Do I have it here? Get rid of this. Put this up. That's Hosrath.
Where exactly were we? Like here.
We would
right?
be at the plaza, yeah.
That's the plaza.
Yeah.
The hiding place of
Crow's is there, yeah.
oh, yeah, right here. Sorry, it's marked. So you can put your minis around here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can take the smuggling route. I'm gonna ask you guys for a stealth check with advantage.
You got
You
it.
need to take, a few houses over from here to
Wait,
here.
excuse me. Where are we now in terms of time? Is this we are starting to sneak out for?
This is
Formation.
you are getting back to Hosrath and planning what you're doing.
I would cast Pass Without Trace.
So everyone gets a plus 10.
31?
25.
Okay.
Don't forget, all this has disadvantage.
Oh fuck! I also have disadvantage.
Yeah, but
Accidentally rolled
if we
with
have
advantage.
advantage, then we roll normal.
No, we
right?
don't
Yeah.
have advantage.
Yeah, we do have
No, no.
advantage.
Yeah, so yeah, 15 is fine, yeah. That's...
Oh wait, we have advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I said advantage because yeah, my bad.
Oh, okay. But I had the 13, so I would be at 25 with pass without trace.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Uh, in fact, at the moment you almost fail to notice that even though she's ahead of yourselves, Amelie is is there as she melts with the shadows.
She's a ghost.
Over Coliseum.
Oh.
What?
But yeah, all of you make it back. Crow is now recovered and brights
good.
up as he sees you walking after
Hmm.
doing the secret knock.
It's good to see you. I hope things have been all right.
Welcome back home.
I love his voice.
Kenkus are funny.
Yeah.
This one's extra funny. Hmm.
The Hope doesn't come with us. He's off in the keep doing his own thing,
Hope
right?
is already
Yeah,
like
okay.
he didn't even go through the smuggling route. He went
Okay.
through the main door basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
So he's making the act.
All right.
Going back to the keep, getting stuff for you guys.
Mhm.
So what's the plan?
And I guess Amelie would just
Uh,
ask.
Yeah.
Then
Amelie would ask Crow if he knows anything about the Dragon Caller and Coulter. If there's any vulnerabilities they might have.
Well, they spend a lot of time to. I'm going to recite all the information he.
Yeah,
he
that's
used,
fine.
because
understandable.
In his voice, it would take forever.
Yeah.
He would let you know that they spend a lot of time together, especially nighttime, because well, they are apparently lovers.
Oh.
The only way they could be split is during the day if they are doing different activities, like Coulter's doing Peace Ward and stuff, and she's either at the casino or at the tavern. And during nighttime, the only way you could split them is by making some distraction that requires the Peace Warden to be active. And nighttime will be the best time to sneak away after doing the deed.
Yes, I agree.
Although Crow would fear that once you take down the Dragon Caller, Seth would freak out and have Coulter and his people go into the keep as extra safety.
That is a possibility.
so
It would be a good idea to
But
take
what
them
would
all
make
out, even if it's
such a-
spaced.
How would we make such a ruckus?
I'm just wondering, why should we not just take them both out at the same time? While they
Well-
are alone, both of them.
Would we coordinate such an attack?
We would ask. I mean, Hope's still with us, isn't he?
No.
Or did he not come?
No, he's gone.
Hope is
Shit.
split.
Ah,
And
we
he
could
did
have
tell
asked
you
him.
that Coulter and Bird together are probably as strong or stronger than.
But does
Just
Bird
standard.
join them as they are together? I don't like. I mean, I don't know
you
what
wanna-
they are into,
you wanna-
but
Whoa!
When you want to seize the opportunity when they are occupied.
yeah,
Oh my god!
yes, of course. I mean, they're distracted, right? So, and they have no weapons, so
Well, if,
Oh my
if you get the drop on them, your party is really good in first round with surprise.
That's true, but like,
I mean, it would be less dangerous, I guess, than ambushing her in the city, and then getting more, I don't know, or tougher security, or getting, yeah, I don't know, just an idea.
I mean, you're not wrong, but how would we get there? How would we get in there?
I mean, the same way we got into the city, right?
Yes, going through some streets is a bit different than infiltrating a house, I feel like. I certainly could, days ahead, try to sneak in as a spider or something and see if I can Well, get the ins and outs of the place.
Scout
That could be
spider.
useful.
Scout spider.
Spider scout. Spider scout.
Or just the old ambush somewhere. And then getting her alone is also possible.
Yes, if
To
we could find
distract,
some way
the
to isolate
sword.
her, that would be best.
Yeah. We could always start a fire or something to get a distraction.
Perhaps.
But that would probably get more people involved than just the two of them. And if everybody's alert, then I feel like, well, the guards were probably alert as well.
As
and
you mentioned a fire, Crow perks up. I can't help with fire! As he pulls his hand and a ball of fire is being held.
Oh, chill down, pyromaniac. We don't need it now.
If it's a distraction, what do you need? You could use my help to make a distraction somewhere else.
Yes, that could be useful as well. Yes, perhaps some far-off diversion might be good. It would split their resources. Maybe even the two. Since Coulter is the Peace Warden, he may wish to investigate such a matter himself.
Faking a big attack could make the Peace Warden come over there.
Yes.
Do we have more people, or is it just the five of us? Crow, can we get more people on board to have the distraction be a bit more scattered, maybe around the city? Like if we have a lot of little distractions where there's people coming from all sides or stuff's happening all around town, maybe we can split all of the forces up all throughout the city, and then we have a good way to go in.
He thinks. And I'm gonna give you all the information and not being character because it's a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Basically, the Blackfeather forces have been reduced to him and one more person. If they had funds, they could bribe some people to make a ruckus. So it's a case of you need to pay some money to make some bribes happen.
How
He knows
much?
people. Depends how big you want it. Let's say 25 gold per location being disturbed.
That's a lot cheaper than me summoning a Fae for 300. So
Oh, summon Fae, you only need to get the component once.
oh, is it not consumed?
Read the spell. It shouldn't be consumed. It works the same as, remember Yondu's Angels?
Oh, yeah.
It works like that. You
Oh,
get the thing.
Somehow read that it needs to be consumed.
Although you are probably not gonna find something very druidic over here. You may need to go to a forest.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, okay, good to know. I thought I'm gonna make my own gilded flower worth 300 gold pieces. I am the flower master.
Yeah,
I am the rat king.
Not out of a cantrip. But you could even find one without needing to buy it if you go looking.
Oh well.
But we can still just scout, right, and see how they really behave, and maybe find something different or have a different idea once we actually see them in action. So
Yes, that may be wise. We should take some time to perhaps examine their movements, see what they do.
exactly.
Perhaps we will find some other
You have
vulnerability.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have at least 7 days before the day of the renewal of the
Yeah.
enchantments in the keep.
Well,
as you
Amelie's
guys plan
definitely
out your
down to do
heists.
that, and also I would imagine she's pretty good at that sort of thing. You know, figuring out
Yeah.
movements and finding opportunities and that kind of deal.
Talking about thief stuff, what about poison?
Hmm.
If she goes to the tavern and stuff, we could always try to be super sneaky and just poison her.
Well, you do have
I would have
a poison master in the party.
You do?
So let me find you the poison table and tell you which poison would be accessible.
I was gonna say, like, where are we
While
gonna get
I-
such poison?
While I agree that
Because-
poison would probably be effective, we should strike at the same time the poison takes effect, because if they are just able to do something about it once she gets poisoned, even if she were to die, I could bring back someone from the dead for a while. So if they just have time to do stuff, then
Hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just also thinking about like avoiding combat and just poisoning her and then finishing
Yes,
her off once
definitely
poison kicks in.
That would be
poisoning her
wise.
beforehand, and then
Crow perks up. Well, the clerics at the chapel, and they can certainly bring someone back. But I don't think they could bring them back if they're missing their head.
poison doesn't do that.
That's
We
true.
would probably have to be us doing that part.
As you say that, he's still thinking about some poison that may actually do that.
Oh, really?
As I'm looking for the poison table.
Ooh.
And the problem is money. And I
Yeah.
know you do know that.
Yeah. She would know that for sure.
As, let me see. You should be thinking about damage.
Yeah.
Because
They probably have a fair bit of health.
if you want her to eat some kind of poison, she can be poisoned for a day if you manage to get some pale tincture.
Hmm.
That's a potion you could have access to. It would be about 200 and something gold, and a few days of obtaining it. If you want to go the injury route, some drow poison could get her unconscious and easy to kill. That means you need to get the drop on her, and she needs to fail a saving throw.
Yes.
If you want to spend a lot of money, some wyvern poison has a chance to actually kill her right away. That would be over 1,000 gold.
Oh,
Yeah, we
wow.
don't have that kind of money.
Nope.
Hmm.
Another poison would be some torpor. It would net you 600 gold of investment, but she would be incapacitated for many hours, so easy target.
I mean, just some poison that would give her disadvantage would be already good enough, I guess.
Hmm.
And if you want to poison her by food, there's something called Assassin's Blood that would get her at least, if she fails a save, and this is a DC you would know because you would have the enemies at DC 10 con save.
Hmm.
She would be poisoned for 24 hours. So disadvantage on any attack or skill check.
Hmm. That could be the way to go, maybe.
Or if you want to spend on the homebrew side, you could get some Moonstone Poison,
Hmm.
which is effective against mages.
Oh, is it now?
Yep. Let me see if I put a price on this. probably like 300 gold,
Hmm.
maybe 200. Yeah, Moonstone Poison is not nice to spellcasters. Yeah, it would be about, it's consumable. Common price. Yeah, it would be about 250 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And you would know, because this would be in your player's handbook, quote unquote, that it's an injury poison. A creature hit by the poison would take needs to make a DC 13 con save, take some poison damage per minute. While poisoned this way, if they try to cast a spell using a spell slot, they roll 2d20, and if they roll below the level of spells, bad stuff happens to them.
Hmm.
They would also have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
So many options.
Yeah, there's a lot. Hmm.
Or you can just sneak attack, crit hit her, and kill her in maybe 1 or 2 blows.
I mean, I'm still for ambushing them while they are occupied. But we can definitely go for something else, so.
I think splitting them
Honestly,
up
I
would be
think
the best, but that's just me.
yeah, trying to split them up and making. I still feel like multiple ruckuses around the town or like distractions would be good, so that it's split up
Yeah.
and it's way more confusing, so that maybe news that something happens back at their place doesn't go around as fast.
Yeah. I don't mind the
But,
chaos route, perhaps.
It would be up to Crow, I guess, if we can find enough people.
And he said it was like
Have-
25 gold per group.
Yeah, you have
How many
one group by
gold do
default
you-
to help, and 25 gold with per group would be adding. Let me put it like this: would add additional checks for that would force them to
Yeah.
split.
Yeah.
But I have
It's
5.
pay for advantage, basically. And
Yeah, we
the
could
kind of
have
advantage where you
5,
keep
well.
stacking dice.
And is that the route we want to take, do we think? Because I think it could work.
I mean, we didn't scout yet, so I would still.
That's
actually
true.
go
We should
and
probably
see-
take a day or two, I would say, to at least look and see if there's anything else going on. Maybe we could sneak into one of the buildings and see what's happening or something like that as well. It would be good to get the layout
Yeah.
of those, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe let's start there.
Alrighty.
I'm down.
Taking
Yeah,
these off the
sounds good.
board, taking Crow off the board too.
Mhm.
And what happened to you, Crow? Oh, your HP bar is missing. Nice. Oh, I never slapped your health bar. Okay, sorry, Crow. Yeah, that's the Crow combat mode.
Ah. Oh, we should probably have the Hozrath music, huh?
Ah, that's a good observation. I was too focused on your chit chat.
Yeah. So was I. Yeah, so where, let's think, like,
We could. I still think the spider route going into the place could work. It's dangerous. They find out that I'm not actually a spider. But
yeah. Here's the thing, I
Let's room
wouldn't
into something even smaller.
be surprised if they have some kind of magical traps there, considering they have magical traps in the keep
Yeah.
itself. It's entirely possible that there could be something in there.
I mean, we could start observing them just in the plaza, right? And see how
Mm.
she actually moves
Yeah. Yeah,
during
yeah.
the night. And then maybe if we
backwards.
did not find enough information, we could send a spider.
Just to clarify, like, they live in the Peace Warden's place, right? Do we know that?
That you don't know.
We don't know. Okay.
Time to find out.
You said you wanted to spend some days figuring out schedules.
Yes,
and,
Amelie would definitely like to do that.
Well, that's one thing to get an investigation check for. But first, the active scouting. So, what's the plan for active scouting?
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
like
first to get a disguise, right?
Hey, you guys have your black cloaks.
yeah, Amelie would just put a black cloak on, and also they're not looking for Amelie; they're looking for Rose. So I think she'd be okay, more or less, with a normal outfit.
So if your guys are moving together, it's a thing of I'm gonna ask you for a.
Yeah, do we want to
Stealth
be
check with
together, or
advantage.
should
I
like?
would not join investigation actually, because I mean,
That's fair.
Actually, could I roll? I can concentrate spells while in wild shape, right?
Yeah.
So I could cast Pass Without Trace and add wild shape into something that is
Yeah.
very stealthy.
Yeah, there's an idea. Yeah.
In that case, I would go along with Amelie, and I just found a chocobo. I don't know why there's a chocobo in here because I don't assume those are.
This isn't Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold
Someone
on.
decided to put the chocobo in the bag, I guess.
That's funny.
totally not suspicious.
That someone surely can't be you, right?
No, not me.
Okay. Off the top of your head, do you know of anything that has a lot of stealth before I go looking around?
A cat.
Cat only has +2 to Dex and no. Oh, it actually has +4 to Stealth.
That's pretty good.
A cat would be a very common sight in
Yeah.
this city.
Yeah.
How about foxes?
In a city? Ah,
A hare.
Iffy.
I think a cat's
Cat
pretty
is
good.
like
Hare?
almost perfect. A cat,
A
a mouse.
hare?
Yeah, that's dinner.
I mean, a mouse is also like, I don't know.
Mouse very small.
Yeah, but cats would try to catch you.
That's a good point, actually.
How about a weasel?
Well,
Why is a weasel more stealthy than a cat?
Is
Why
it
is a
really?
giant weasel more
Whoa.
stealthy than a cat?
That's crazy.
probably because.
Okay, as much as I would like to hop around as a hare, I do get that cat is the best alternative we
Yeah.
have here.
I would say so.
I mean, cat is always the best choice.
Out of game, I agree. In game, not so much.
Hey, you
Fair
do
point.
what you think Quiver would do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quiver would probably use his knowledge to be as stealthy as possible, but
Then,
also
yeah.
meld in. Cat is probably.
Alright, those of you exploring around, give me a stealth check with a pass without trace.
Ah, she's cute. Give me a
Let's
sec. I
do
need
it.
to.
Do I want to use... should I go advantage on this one?
You do have advantage because you are from town.
Oh, okay. I was going to potentially use my inspiration, but that works too.
So Quiver gets a 31.
What? I get a 41?
31. And Emily
I
gets a
didn't roll.
32.
Yeah, Chloe hasn't
what?
rolled yet.
I haven't rolled yet, no.
Oh, it's
Oh, I was
fun,
seeing the
yeah.
previous advantage. Stealth.
Wait, we're rolling with advantage?
Yes, you are not wearing armor as a whatever animal you transformed.
Alright.
Give me a sec. That is regular, and then I need to roll again.
Is Aldarin joining the scout party?
Oh, hell yeah. He
You
likes
got a
being
stealth check. Oh, it's already there. Okay, so 29, 32, and well,
31.
and 31. Yeah, you guys go unnoticed for whatever amount of time.
I would hope so, yeah. How long does Pass Without Trace last? Is it like an hour?
Let me double check.
I think I want to say it's an hour,
Pass
but I
Without
could be wrong
Trace.
about that.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay.
It's an hour. I
even
shall
with-
change my color from black to something more noticeable. 'Cause
seeing those
God knows.
colors, I seen those numbers. I don't think you even needed Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, well,
Aw,
I
look
mean,
look at the kitty.
We're better off.
Oh, that's adorable.
Better said than sorry.
yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
there were multiple minis, and I picked the cutest one.
I approve of this.
Are you giving me a health bar?
Yep.
I have 2 HP as a cat.
2?
I
Oh
figured.
god.
Yeah,
That does make sense. They're not exactly
but
the
I,
most
but I
durable.
have 9
animals.
lives, so effectively.
Oh
8
yeah, yeah,
is
it's
HP.
fine. You got 9 lives. Don't worry
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's why I only has 2, right?
Oh, it's Fry.
So yeah, keep going over here.
Yes.
As you guys are sneaking in.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I guess I would spend the time studying while you are scouting.
You can spend time with a crow, gathering informants and
Oh, okay.
prepping
Yeah, then I'll
distractions.
join Crow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
sounds
good
good.
point.
Alright, so as a reminder, this is the Peace Warden's place.
Yep.
You can tell a clear difference in the windows over here. These are barred. This is clearly the place where criminals are put.
Ah, okay.
The casino has no windows that you can see.
Interesting.
And from this perspective, you can see barely the tips of the windows in
The tavern.
this place.
Okay.
There may or may not be a back door.
Well, I guess let's start with the Peace Warden's place. Amelie would head up that way and maybe try to peek through the windows, see if there's anything going on. Even if they're barred, there might still be
Yeah.
something of interest.
Look inside. You can see a guard.
knew it.
A guard snoozing. And a few people in there. Mostly old people. And 2 kids that may be getting prepared to be sent to the mines.
Oh. That's not great.
And yeah, the guard is like, freaking Baroba making me stay here all night. And yeah, another guard comes in and he's like, shut up, at least she's not making you keep guard of the bar too. They seem to be overworked. These are not wearing scarves. So
Interesting.
Oh.
they sigh, they seem tired. You know people, these are 2 unhappy guards.
Yeah, very fair. Okay,
Probably think
good to know.
nothing happens on these days either, you know.
Yeah.
You gather that they are just working because they have to feed their families, but they don't like the ones in power.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Potential bribe target.
Do we see anyone in, like, outside in the plaza itself, out of interest?
There's some people going around. Every now and then you see a a
A lion claw?
lion claw guard
Yeah.
roaming around. But yeah, with these kind of guards, you after listening to them a bit, you can tell. You could convince these people to lay their weapons down if you tell them the right words.
Good to know.
Yeah, over here, no much. The stand is not around right now.
Uh-huh.
There's no execution happening, so this is not here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the right color over here. This is not here.
Suddenly there's
So,
some
You
random
can
pit.
straight up walk through the front and take a peek.
Oh, cat throws over Amelie.
Yeah, wow.
And the
like-
cat can
I would-
actually
I would
easily
like
jump
to
and take a peek.
go up to.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on Amelie's shoulder.
Aw.
Apparently not.
She would be a little taken aback by that, but you know, she just kind of rolls with it.
As you keep meowing, Alarm, we go shh. Towards the cat.
And Cat would go. He's.
Well,
There we go.
if you guys
There
go
you go.
quiet,
Quiet, both of you, please.
Inside here, I can reveal more of the place.
You're supposed to be quiet. We're
As
on.
even the doors have bars that you can see through.
Yeah, Amelie would step on up and peek through.
Casually stroll and look around.
Yeah. Do we look like highly
would
suspicious
like-
right now? Or...
You rolled a
We-
31. Not even the gods are looking at you at the moment.
Okay, fair, yeah.
So
We're
you're gonna
just
peek.
invisible.
There's a big hallway with armor suits over there,
Hmm.
and through the door you can see a desk, and with her feet leaning on top of the desk, you can see the dragon collar.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mrs. Byroba not there.
Okay, good to know.
Darker skinned woman that you can tell is not from town.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be reading a book, fiddling with something. Give me a perception check.
Alright.
Also, the rest of you looking inside may give me the check as well.
Yeah.
As you're being extremely unnoticed.
Dang, almost a 20.
Yeah, I'll keep that roll.
Quiver?
I needed to find my personal
Oh, the-
sheet and not
Not the cat.
someone
sheet.
else's.
Oh, not my sheet. Yeah.
No. I have my own wisdom. It's only
So being
strength
stealthy,
Oh, you
the
do?
dex is
Okay.
slightly higher,
One.
but two of you notice something very important. Also, learning, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Wisdom. Yay. Mindfuck probably. Who knows?
She's fiddling with a familiar-looking bone-made amulet.
Oh, is she now?
Damn it.
That makes sense.
Learning
Okay.
to take
2 points. 3 points.
4 points.
4 points. Okay.
As a pulsing headache and a trickle of blood come out of your nose.
I assume I noticed that. Notice Alarin, I mean.
Yep.
Amelie just says, what did you see?
It's that bone-looking amulet I got you guys. We have 2 of them now.
Hmm.
So.
I suppose that makes
Weird
sense.
amulet.
Amulet of the cult of the Blood
The
Family.
cult amulet. Yeah.
So how are we seeing all this, by the way? We're looking through a window, is that correct?
At this point, over here by the door.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
Oh, so this is just like the front door here.
On your passing through there, you saw about 3 people that seem to be stationed here with her.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
One of them standing over here, one of them standing by the door, and one of them by this door, seemingly bored.
yeah, I'd imagine.
I would believe that, yeah.
You know, unlike the guards in over here that are tired and clearly overworked, these are just stationed here, and they're clearly not guards. They are not of the profession.
Hmm.
They are thieves that they were put as a higher up in some guard station. So they are not used to being stationed in a place doing nothing. They rather
good
be
to know.
walking around stealing.
Well, that's probably all we're gonna get from there. We definitely should not just open the door and walk in.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we're just
Can-
saying hi.
Can't we go around and see if we can peek in
You
here?
do see a door over here with an entry point here, and
Hmm.
around. You can go around. You are
I
very
mean, we
unnoticed.
can go
Sure,
here.
I get, yeah, if we can
See
loop
if we
around the
can-
back, that
If
might
you
be
do,
interesting.
you get what seems to be a small sleeping place for guards. No one inside at the moment. There is 2 windows, same and another window that leads to the backside of where Barova is right now. And yeah, there is a big door. It's obviously locked.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a-
Sneaky back way in.
Your
That's good to
cat
know.
is sitting at Emily's head.
Yes, he is.
you get a good look at the place.
Yeah, okay, so that could be some sneaky back way in if we need one. That's good to know.
Mhm.
Then, important thing to note, casino has only one entry, no windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
So, if you want to see inside, you're gonna have to get in.
We would have to walk in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably not now, I guess.
No,
Maybe no one would bat an eye at a stray cat walking in the door. I don't know. Is the door just open?
But we should probably check out
The
the other
door
places
is
we can
closed.
before
Okay.
And
while
there's
Pass Without Trace is still going.
Yeah. Oh, there's a dude out the front. Okay.
one regular guard around,
Mm-hmm.
and he's yawning constantly. Like,
Just
and
out
from the
of
distance, you can
curiosity,
see baggy eyes.
Mandu, just out of curiosity, how many people are actually walking around? That are, like,
There's a fair amount of people, especially around this area. It's the market is online. There's people buying stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's
You
not.
can also see some chit-chattering of animals. And in fact, I'm going to ask you all to roll these.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No, he really
Because
meant it.
in the other side of town, Otis and
Uh-oh.
Birdman are organizing stuff.
Oh, nice.
Made
Yeah, I
it.
What's
think
up
we're
with
good.
5 6s and stuff?
Yeah.
Did we all roll?
Yep.
Okay.
I think
so.
I saw everything that got rolled. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I see. Okay.
that should be
alright.
fine.
You're fine. Absolutely fine. No dragon is gonna come out of nowhere.
Are you
I don't know
Every time
about
you say
that.
there's no dragon coming, then I'm afraid no.
And as you
Looks
guys are
like a
moving around,
light.
you
There's
can
a
see
dragon coming.
a ruckus happening at the plaza.
Oh?
As this troop is going around.
Ah, okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
and
okay.
bringing what seems to be an old man over here.
Hmm.
You can see Bert, this big ogre,
I like
holding
Bert.
from their clothes an old man, like literally over in the air. Like,
Oh no.
Like, old man, you cannot stand. Coulter's. Now, we need to put them in prison, Bert. Let's go. This man did not pay their taxes. And they bring the old man over here. And after a while, they go back to here.
Okay.
As you can see, Bert struggle to get inside.
That does make sense.
And you know people, Bert looks very, very dumb.
But not smart.
Lion strength, but low and got it.
Dimey.
So,
Unless
you want to get into the casino, the only place you can take a peek inside is here.
Or the temple.
Yes, we're gonna nonchalantly.
Or the
walk
temple,
there.
if you want to check inside for some reason.
Yeah, it might be nice to see the layout of the place, but...
Give me a history check, Emily.
Oh, okay. History... 10.
You don't remember too well. You remember someone at the Black Feathers mentioning some secret entrance on the backside of the temple.
Ah, okay.
You're gonna have to investigate because
Okay.
you don't remember exactly where.
That's good to know. No worries, that's good to know indeed. She would mention that to the group as well. Just so they're aware too.
Alright.
If we want to check that out. But I guess we should try to peek at the tavern. It might be good to know what's going on in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We should peek at as much as we can.
Yeah. Okay. Emily would start just
Now,
kind of going
As
across.
that's happening, others.
Yeah.
If you're traveling with a crow, I'm going to ask you for a persuasion check, as you're probably talking with a bunch of people trying to convince them to help. Start a rebellion.
Yeah, sure. 15.
Not bad.
All right.
Could be better.
I'm gonna say, give me another one to encompass your entire day of talking with people.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh,
That's interesting. Like so, how many groups? Because you have the party's money. How many groups do you want to get riled up and distracted?
Oh, it's gonna be a big one, I think. We have to be sure, right? So I would actually
with
use
those
up-
persuasion checks, you're pretty sure no one is going to rat you out,
okay.
and you actually got the price down to 25 gold per group.
I mean, I
I
would
feel
at
like-
least. Yeah.
The seeing the city would be good for this. Could swap to the city real quick, or if that's not too much of a hassle, can have the map
Mhm.
out somewhere else. Because then we can decide where we want to position the people, right?
we can
Yeah.
do that once we get back as well.
Yeah, if we want to, but Mondo asked how many, and for that, I think it's important
That's
to
true.
know where we want
Absolutely.
the distractions.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna give you a mini map of Horse Raffle.
Mini map.
Tiny mini map.
Put it in the places that don't matter at the moment.
So we are here right now,
Correct.
and we would need a distraction around here, I guess, right?
Yeah, around
Like the furthest
the
away
keep
from.
itself.
Yeah.
Around the
I feel like
walls, I mean to say.
Something inside here, right? Like where it's inside the walls would probably
But
be good.
this is our
Hmm.
escape route, right? This is like the place where.
Oh
where-
yeah, okay.
So I would actually do it in the south, or I don't know which direction it is,
Yeah,
like
then
here,
maybe
or close
maybe up
to.
here.
Several places with, basically the more places you add, the more time you get to escape and keep
Yeah.
the peace warden away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think like at least 3 places, like having
Basically-
in the north, the west, and the south. Then like here north, like west somewhere outside, so they have to go around the walls, and then south like outskirts, very far out.
Basically, the more focuses you get of attention, the more time you're gonna have to escape without making this a fight versus everyone that I just had in this
Yeah.
screen right now.
Yeah.
So,
And that is why I
yes,
would.
you
just
really
spend
don't want to fight the dragon caller, coulter lion, and bird at the same time.
Yeah, no, that sounds
That's
like
like
a bad.
fighting 3 unders.
Yeah, that would be a bad.
I mean, I want to, but it's not the wise decision.
It's not a
So-
wise decision. You might as well try. Absolutely.
No,
There-
pass.
there's a
I'd rather
difference
go the
between
sneaky
you
route.
wanting.
The best
There's
part,
a
you
difference
have seen the
between you
prison. You
wanting it
can
and
you can
Otis
plan out
wanting
that.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
You have seen the prison. You can plan out the prison escape too.
True.
True, yeah. But yeah,
We could
anyway,
also-
Otis would just hire 5 groups just to
Oh,
be
no.
super sure.
Okay.
No one will ever see that there is a wrong tile over here. Okay.
Where?
I'm not even sure what you're
Can you
referring
ping
to.
again, just to be sure.
Yeah, could you?
Right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I hate it.
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh, I figured that was on purpose,
Oh.
and there's
It's just the
something
lighting
special
of
with
whatever that is. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No.
Yeah, it's lighting. Come on.
It's not there.
We never see. Yeah, didn't see it.
It's like a baroba. It's not there.
It's
It's
fine.
the sofa all over again.
Anyway,
Okay, then where do we
So
place
5
our
groups.
5 groups then?
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Just somewhere outside the city. Yeah, here maybe.
So
somewhere.
5 focuses south and east of town.
Yeah,
that seems good.
So maybe here.
yeah. Maybe one more in the city. I don't know.
Hmm.
Up here?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
something like that could be
Alright.
good.
Something like this should be enough.
All right. Once the operation starts, and you guys are in position to wait for the the stuff. I'm gonna say the event starts, and I'm going to roll now 5d20s.
Oh, wait,
concerning
should we
how
maybe hire
successful
more?
It is.
We have 240 gold, so we could hire more.
No, I feel like 5 is enough.
5 is probably
5 does seem good.
Alright.
I'm happy with
Alright.
that.
I mean, in the end, you're the guy hiring the people, so if you feel like
I mean, I feel like 5 is enough, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, from what we were talking with these people, they're gonna make the big chaos.
Perfect.
I like the let's make chaos happen so we can be sneaky plan.
I mean, if it works, right?
Yeah, yeah. The only thing is
That side is
we're
done.
gonna need to figure out where the dragon caller is once this all goes down. You know?
Yeah, these people are gonna get a call for day and time, and you are the one to decide that.
Yeah, okay.
So
But
you're,
that's why we're having a look around now,
if
I
you
guess.
wish to have 5 groups, take down 80 gold because you have 1 group by default.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's Crow,
was-
right?
Yeah, Crow is 1 group, and the one other person from the Black Feathers that remains here.
It was 25 per group, you said, or 20?
Yeah, but the others got it down to 20.
Okay, yep, gotcha.
That's good persuasion.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job. Saving us money we can lose in the casino afterwards.
Perfect.
You have been promised a vault with treasure, so gold is not gonna be an issue.
Hmm. Gold that we can make
I
it.
tend
We
to
can
not
gamble at
trust
the
As,
casino.
As the rest of you go, I mean, you're gonna kill the owner of the casino, so it's probably gonna close.
Aw, true.
We'll take over the casino. We'll be the kingpins of the city. We will
the
be
kingpin.
the
No,
Red
Hope
King.
will. Hope will, not us.
As the rest of you go, which side do you want to take a peek from?
Probably like here?
probably over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you take a look inside. Let me get the eraser. You can see Bert sitting in a corner as 2 men over here play dice. And you can see Coulter by the other side of the counter
Oh, okay.
preparing some drinks. Together, they basically own the place.
Good to know.
Well, that's too much revealing. But yeah, you can see a door over here. Yeah, and a door over here. I think.
I think up to like
Yes.
here. Is there a window back
As
here?
you
Or...
go over there, there is a window over here, I believe. As you can see, a kitchen with a simple chef inside. No one that looks scarfed. From that position, you can barely see a hatch over here. You got there's the typical secret hideaway.
for Red Moon
whatever
stuff.
is the Lion Claw's hideout. They
Oh.
don't have it even
Oh.
hidden at this point.
Okay.
They don't care anymore.
They don't care, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
And there is, I believe, no more windows. There's a mystery room.
Ah, so
and
we
a
can't
mystery room.
See that room there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably some kind of office.
Yeah, makes sense.
Or place to sleep. Who knows? You did see also this on the ceiling of this area. On the ceiling, I think the typical, open hatch, get the stairs down to go upstairs.
Ah, so like a hidden attic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if there's more
Good to
people
know.
around, they are hidden up there and down there.
Okay,
You're
I
not sure.
see. Interesting.
You know how thieves' hideouts work.
Yeah. I'm like looking up at the building, are there any like windows up like on the second floor in that case?
No windows.
Just out of interest? Okay. Good to know.
There was a window, but it seems to be boarded. This building, you would remember, this building was abandoned. In fact, the Cat's Tail used to be in a different place, but they seem to have moved the place rather recently.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
this is still undergoing renovations.
I see.
So you gather that once the Lion Claws got empowered, they took this place as their own.
Okay. Good to know.
All right.
Hmm.
And I think that's it for the tour over here.
Yeah.
So we can check something else.
Do we want to like peek at the temple just cause, or like I don't know?
You could get in the temple and maybe do some prayers.
Yeah.
I mean, if all goes bad, we could still just go with the cat, haha, funny, cute.
Sorry, my cat went in here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry, my cat's an idiot.
Which, now that I say it aloud, that could be your way to get into the casino. Sorry, my cat went in. Can I take it out? Thank you.
Could be.
And then they eat me.
Yep.
My.
Cat. But yeah, unless you have anything else to check over here, you can go back to planning, and I will give you an amount of checks equals to the days you spend investigating the.
Yeah, see, I think Amelie would want to try to observe the Dragon Caller and just kind of see what her movements are, especially like towards the end of the day, like nighttime, see where she goes at night kind of deal. That would be good to know, but we can kind of do that as just a few dice rolls or however you want to do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be, like I said, the amount of days you want to spend investigating that.
Yeah.
It's the amount of d20s you get to roll.
Okay.
So it's like over advantage.
Bless you.
Nice.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess that would be it for our sort of little scouting expedition here then, and Amelie and co would head back, I guess. Bring back to like, yeah.
Right. As that expedition is done, you let me know how many days you spend investigating that.
Let's see. We still have. How long do you think? 2 days, 3 days, maybe?
Yeah,
Probably
sounds good.
3 days,
We can take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, let's take. What do you say? We had time until the 19th, right?
Yeah, the 20th is the day the Dragon Caller goes and reinforces the wards.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if we take time until like the 15th, we have
Yep.
like 3 nights. To investigate.
Important note: the 5th day of the week is a free day. Basically, the day people take off.
Oh, like
a long
Sunday.
Weekend. It's like a Sunday midweek. Because
Okay.
it's 10-day weeks. So there's going to be more people in the streets. So chaos is going to be even easier on a day like that.
Okay, good to know.
So maybe we just take
Maybe
2
that's the day
days.
we do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to
Wait,
me.
we
So
can see what happens after 2 days, right?
Yeah.
And then we decide.
All right,
Well,
give
I feel
me-
like we would have to coordinate with the people beforehand. They're probably just gonna stick around, and we're gonna all start from the same place, right?
you can coordinate at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right.
To have your information, or early in the morning. But well, if you give 2 days, give me 2 investigation checks with advantage.
Would I do like stealth as well? Because we try to be like hidden.
Yeah, give me stealth first, twice, with advantage.
Okay.
Anyone else is helping with scheduling? Natural
Not
30.
20. I think there's no help needed.
Ah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Pretty good regardless.
Did you roll with
you get
uber
not caught
advantage?
either day. Now give it 2
Investigation with advantage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Honestly, I would go along as Cat Pass Without Trace, the same thing we did before.
Yeah, use up all the natural 20s now.
Dang.
All All right. With assistance of Quiver in case something goes wrong, and probably alerting too.
Yeah.
Ready to roll stealth again for that? For both?
I'm not gonna make you guys roll. You can pass without trace, and Emily around, and investigation was successful. You can gather. So, put it like this: during the day, across the day, morning, you can see the dragon color come out of this building along Coulter.
Okay.
They go to the Peace Warden place. They spend a few hours in there.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, Coulter goes out back to the here. After the afternoon, the dragon caller goes to the casino. Then, during the time she's in the casino, Coulter goes back to the Peace Warden place.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, they spend the afternoon until evening in the tavern. Then, Dragon Caller goes to the Peace Warden place for a few hours, like you saw her.
Yep.
And late night, she gets picked up by Coulter, and they go back to the tavern and they sleep there.
Okay. That's good to know.
Alright.
Also, you have noticed whenever they go together in there, they go through this door into a place you cannot see.
Okay. Gotcha.
And double checking. Yeah, there's no windows here. Is an aggressive fog of war.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's your schedule.
So, let's say we do the distraction at like some kind of late night time. That might be best. And then we know that Dragon Cola is likely to be in the tavern at that time, and perhaps we can use that opportunity to sneak in and do the deed.
Alright.
Maybe?
I mean, it sounds like a solid plan to me.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I mean, every day doing that is pretty much the same. They just go back into here at the end of the night, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the normal schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it could work. What could go wrong?
Oh, I'm sure something will, but you know.
It will be fine.
Time is to roll the 4 dice.
And the dragon appears.
Right.
So, important information is your second day of investigation. The weather goes cloudy and misty,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to be like that for the next day.
Okay. That's good to know.
That's convenient.
Actually, kind of helps as
Yeah.
the mist sips through the
You
cracks
can be sneakier.
and alleyways of Hosrath.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Is it like a
perfect.
+2 to stealth or something?
The not bonus to stealth, but disadvantage on perception, and that goes
Okay.
for your own passive perception as well. So everyone
Oh,
gets a
wow.
-5 on passive.
Okay.
Very useful.
So that the question begins: at which time frame and situation do you put the distractions in?
Yeah. Do we think the late night plan would be best?
We should. Yeah, I think late night is good, and if at all possible, we should probably stagger them out. So it starts north,
okay.
then goes south, then west, then north again, then maybe southwest. So
So that they're kind of running around.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that could be better than having them all go at the same time.
Okay. That could be good. Yeah.
Sounds good, yeah. I like it.
Is it set?
I guess I'm just thinking, could there be a way with these distractions that we could somehow sneakily take out Coulter as well? You know, get them both out at roughly the same time kind of deal. I don't know if that's
If you
a
if you
possibility.
can kill one, you could probably get a short rest and then go kill the other in the confusion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We would probably, I would probably say we ambush him once he gets back. Like we
Okay.
try to kill her in their
Yeah.
quarters, and then we wait for him to come back, and then we ambush him.
Interesting.
That's not bad.
very interesting.
That could be
Alright.
good.
Shall we begin the execution? And I mean the
Shall
execution of
we?
the plan, not of your enemies.
Let's
I'm,
prepare our spells and stuff, maybe.
yeah, I'm also just thinking time-wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Do we
maybe
want to
we should
start
make
this
this happen
today?
next session. This could maybe
Yeah,
could
because
end
it
a
would
little
be
early
cool if we
today.
had this on all one session.
I
yeah,
agree,
because
actually.
I don't. I feel like stopping midway is kind of s.
we are having short sessions. I say we start it, and whatever it's the end, we continue next session.
I'm not fussed either way, but and it's up to you, Chloe, because I know you have to go like right away, huh?
Yeah, I would prefer if we don't have it like, oh, we need to finish this round and.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
cool.
we can continue until
possible.
I say roll initiative.
That's fair as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'll work.
As next session is going to be resolving all of this nonsense,
Yeah, seriously.
and maybe even get some blueprints and plan out the next heist.
Mmm.
Yep. Or now the Phantom Thieves.
All right. As time passes, I'm going to switch the map to nighttime.
Yes.
Harshrath Plaza at night. I'm gonna lock everyone so no one falls through the floor. Not like that it unlocks everything when I do the thing. All right, I'm gonna move this to the big party planner over here.
Ah, yeah, that works.
Because now we need the entire map. So, it is late night. Varoba Nudder is over here. Coulter Lion is over here. They are doing unspeakable things.
Of course they are.
Yeah, let's.
You have a snoozing guard over here. These are still here. One of this is probably over here in the bar. I'm going to ask all of you to roll the funky dice.
All right.
Yay.
Oh
Dragon
boy.
time.
Imagine we roll dragon actually now.
Another 6.
3, not bad.
I don't think this is a dragon, but it's not too great either. Wait.
Ooh,
Oh, never mind.
not bad.
Oh, there we go.
Aww.
Uh-huh. Okay. Very interesting.
Mm.
The mist sips in and helps you in your endeavors.
Cool.
So
Nice.
all of you roll stuff with advantage.
We're going
Those of
as
you-
a full. We're going with a full group, correct?
I
Yeah.
guess so.
In that case, I would spend one second level spell slot for Pass Without Trace. Okay?
Nice,
Alright,
okay.
Sounds good.
Because it seems instrumental that we do not
32.
get caught.
34, 30, and 24.
Oh my god.
We are
24
sneaky.
is the lowest. God damn.
And they have
Jesus.
disadvantages on perception against it too, right? So
And they have a -5 to their passive.
They're not seeing us.
That's
Yeah,
it.
holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, nobody's gonna see you until you get inside the room.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
All right.
By the way-
position yourselves in whatever place you would be at the moment of the everything starts.
I think we
Emily-
could kind of hide. Oh, sorry. You go.
Emily's taking this very seriously. I think she would put on her assassin outfit
Nice.
actually.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh.
Is this not the assassin outfit?
No.
No, that's her normal outfit. That's the Amelie costume.
That's the.
Do you have it, Mondu?
regular
Because I don't have it.
I can find you the assassin outfit. Give me a second.
Probably have to update the
Yeah,
HP on it. It's been
allies.
forever since we've used it.
Yeah.
I have too many of you. In fact, your assassin outfit says Rose.
Nah, yeah. Yay.
So we have how much
Oh
HP?
yeah,
41.
41?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect, thank
that
you.
was when you killed the other dude.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
remember.
this whatever.
I don't know the dude's name, but I remember you killing someone.
Goalheart.
Jeffrey.
Richard Goldheart. He had a heart made of gold.
He did.
I like Jeffrey.
It's like whenever someone has to be
Very good
assassinated, I think about him.
Well,
Most hated
like I
character
said,
ever.
position yourselves. You know they are here. Position yourselves in the position you would be at the weight of everything started.
Hmm.
Getting started. Keep in mind your vision, and keep in mind movement.
Maybe like around here?
I was gonna suggest maybe we have a look at where we would suspect the peace warden, well, his personal quarters,
Hmm.
out of
Maybe
that house
sooner.
where he would come out. And once he comes out, and we wait a little, and then we make our move in.
Put this over here.
It would be best if we could, like, here's the thing, we don't know, maybe some guards are gonna stay in here, which wouldn't be ideal.
Yeah, for sure.
We should wait and see if they come out. And then if they don't,
Exactly.
well, we might have a problem.
Well, which order is the nonsense starting? Because that's gonna define where is someone going to depart first.
Hmm.
Just throwing out suggestion.
Yeah.
We go 1 on the top. Wait, can I ping? Where can I ping? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But the
Okay.
thing is, if we start with 1 here, then they have to travel right through the plaza to 2.
Yeah. Would be bad.
And
You're right.
2 is like where we're actually fighting, right?
True, that's a
So
good
we
So
can
we
point.
start
go.
here, like at the
Yeah.
north left, outside.
So 1, where's 2?
No,
Like
we're
this one.
just talking. We're just talking. We're not.
For now,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
set
Yeah.
up.
We're actually write
Yeah.
down what is 1, what is 2. and
Yeah,
so-
yeah. If we have decided, we will. Yeah. So if we
You know,
go, you
as we
mean
start.
to go like 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
actually-
5?
I guess actually like maybe 1, 2, and then like
Maybe we could
one of
have
those. I
this
know.
one be last, so they're the furthest when we're done with it, perhaps. Or we can have this one be the last one instead. So we can start with this one and then have this one be last.
But the
I
thing
feel.
is-
Yeah, starting with
I
this
just don't
one
want
seems.
them to be in the middle and closer to us than at the end of it, you know.
Or
Yeah.
we
That's
go
fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then have them. These 4, 5 have them go at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
that
I
could
like
work.
that.
Yeah, it's
Make-
just
make it
how do they behave once they switch from inside of the city to the outside? They would travel right through the plaza, right? So I don't know.
Not
That's, like, my
necessarily.
problem.
Like if they go from here, like if you're here,
Yeah, I guess.
and then you would have to go up here. You would probably go this route, right?
Yeah.
So you would go over here to
Yeah.
get there immediately, or maybe here. You would never cross here. Like crossing here and then going through here is such a.
Long
Bad way.
detour that yeah,
I
it
guess.
doesn't make
We just-
sense.
And then
Yeah. We have to
And
be
if you
careful
wanna
that no
go
one runs
back
away
here-
and tries to get help, you know. Because yeah,
no
they are
survivors. I
close
understand.
by.
No
Yeah.
survival. Wow.
No witnesses.
All right. Yeah, that's
Side
fine.
note, you,
Or-
you,
or-
you
or
guys
we
saw, you guys saw a crow fiddling with a bomb from a familiar person.
Ah,
Or we
okay.
can
So,
go
things are
one.
gonna go
We
blow
just
up.
have these two at the same time, so they're distracted outside for longer. Just have them at the same time, so that they also have to split up down there.
Okay.
And then we go 2, so they would have to go the route where they don't go over the plaza, and then have these 2 go as 3.
That could work too. Yeah.
Such shitty line work.
That works.
What do you say? Yeah, you.
The first
Sounds
one
fine.
gets them out of the
Yeah.
town for a bit.
1, 1,
Yep.
2, and 3.
And
It's in
3.
different color
3.
too.
And this up here is also 3.
Yeah.
And 3.
That
All
sounds
right,
So
good.
they would happen at the same time. What's
Yeah.
I see. I see
maybe
how you're guiding
20
me around,
minutes?
guiding them around the town.
maybe 20 minutes apart?
Could work.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So where are you guys positioning? Keep in mind, visibility at this point, although it's in your favor, it also plays against you based on your positioning. So to see this, you would need to be about visibility is about 90 feet.
Okay.
So this is like at this from here you don't see the door.
Okay.
So we know which is this oriented the same way? Like this
Yeah,
black
this is the
building
same
is
orientation.
this. Okay, so if we know that the distraction is going from the south, so if we place ourselves north,
Yeah.
Oh,
of
true.
the-
Good point.
like this, they would run past us. So
Yeah.
we would need to wait up here somewhere.
That is a good
True.
point.
Smart thinking.
And we could also just turn off the light here. Yeah. I
Mm.
assume it's a lantern or something. Just put it out.
Hopefully, that's not gonna be rousing any suspicion if we do that.
It probably would.
Hmm.
However, if you stand by the middle of the plaza, the light doesn't get to you.
True.
But we
Yeah,
don't.
it's just-
Is there like a
lanterns
little tree or something? Amelie would probably hide behind that.
There's many trees in here.
Yeah.
then. And I mean, there's still people outside, right? Or is it super late already?
I mean,
It
it's
is late night.
light.
There is you can see a few guys walking around. And I'm going to not ask you guys for stealth. You guys are omega stealthy. You could stand under the light and not be seen.
okay. Fair enough.
So
Oh, yeah. So I guess just to keep the entrance in sight.
I'll wait here.
Yeah.
Nobody
I'm
had
going to
this.
get-
In the quiver, you know.
Yeah, this is less than 90 feet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 60.
Uh,
So yeah, from under this tree or from atop, we can look over, see who leaves.
I'm going to upload a bunch of tracks to the table, because I forgot.
Oh yeah, let me check
Um,
this price meanwhile.
I'm going to ask you guys to roll each one of these d20s I set on the table.
All right.
So
Should we do one
each one
each?
is going to correspond to the numbers that you go. I'm not going to tell you which one is which.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's the. Okay. The ruckuses.
Exactly.
All right. I'll roll one. I rolled a one.
I roll this
I
one.
did not mean that literally.
I roll also one.
This one you
That one needs rolling. This one needs
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
rolling
maybe
and
you
this one is
maybe you go
rolling.
say it.
Yeah.
Maybe you go say it. Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Consistently inconsistent.
Well,
18,
looking
18,
at
1,
this,
1. Okay.
do we? This is based on these things, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but we don't know which one corresponds to which.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of duos, so there's a good chance that 2 ones go on to each other.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that might not be a good thing though.
Well, I mean,
Well,
one distraction stronger than the other one. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fine because then they, for example,
You feel like
let's say it's,
advantage, you know?
I'm going to let
if,
you know.
if it's down here.
At this point in time, I don't know which d20 is going to be for which one. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're gonna roll that
each
later.
one every time we move to the next one.
Okay.
So I am uploading
We
music.
just one shot her in one turn.
And
it's easy.
I'm going to roll. We have 5 dice. I'm gonna roll a d6, and if I roll a 1, I just re-roll. Okay. So number 1 is gonna be one of these dice. So let me see the numbers we have. We have an 18. We have an 8. We have 2 natural ones.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
an
that's the
18.
problem.
2 18s, 2 natural ones. Wow,
Yep.
Yeah.
interesting. Actually,
We rolled too good before. It had to happen at some
Exactly. Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a d6 in public because I'm going to assign one of these is for your friend, so he has advantage on his nonsense. So
Our friend.
someone roll this.
I'm not going to roll it.
That's
Crow.
Crow's extra
Oh,
d20.
crows. Okay.
I'll roll it.
Yeah. Do it.
I'm not afraid.
So this is going to turn.
Well, well.
I think it's not a nat one, I guess.
If you have to look at it positively, we tripled the result.
Yeah, we did.
no.
You're right.
This is advantage for somewhere. I'm going to roll randomly where this gets assigned.
Oh.
If it can get rid of one of the ones, I'd be happy.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And it does get rid of one of the ones.
Yay! All right. It's better than a
So
one.
you only have one natural one.
Okay.
Crow's modifiers are good, so he is gonna make a good record anyways.
Okay.
At least slightly better than a natural one from a random crowd.
Mhm.
Crowd.
The only natural one that could be bad for is I think in number 2 over there.
I fear that at some point he's just gonna burn the city down. He gave that kind of vibe.
I
Oh,
I don't
fun
think so.
is to be had for sure. I'm going to.
I mean, Amelie
as
would
your
know it better,
operation
but-
starts,
yeah.
Audio. Dummy. Modding. How did I forget about the music?
That's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Infiltration sequence.
Is this the Mission Impossible theme?
Better be.
No. As
Mm.
the thing starts, you guys hear an explosion far south in
Mhm.
town.
Nice.
As the natural 18 gets taken.
All right.
Okay, that's good.
Nice.
After some time, you can hear one of the regular guards come over and go inside. A minute passes. That guard comes out. Coulter, one of these, and 2 more you didn't see. And Bert come out. You
Can't
can see
forget Bert.
Coulter putting his pants on.
Oh my god. Come on.
Poor guy.
Why does he do that outside?
Yeah,
He's
right?
rushing. He's rushing.
Oh my god.
You can see him throwing out orders. This guy rushes over here. Him and this guard and this guy. Oh,
Oh.
we lost
Oh,
Unreal.
Unreal disconnected.
There,
Hmm.
there
Huh?
were 3
I'm here.
Unreals and now there's
I'm
0.
still there.
Well, you disconnected from tabletop sim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Weird. For me.
Sometimes that
everything
happens.
is still- Okay.
Well,
All right.
they are
Should've
going
done
south
Yep, they head
and
south.
leave
Now I
the
know, yeah.
room. So your Windows has started.
Okay.
They began going. How much time did we have between rolls?
I think we said like 20 minutes. Is that true?
Well, yeah, but the 2 that start, they go at the same time.
Oh,
So
yeah,
these
right,
2
right.
go at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one is 20 minutes later, and this one
Okay.
is 20 minutes after
So-
that.
Is 20
At
minutes
least 2.
maybe too much?
One of the natural ones has been taken.
I almost wonder if we should wait for the second one to see if the other guards come out. I don't know.
I don't know if 20 minutes is too much.
That's
I
true.
wouldn't say so. There's
I'm
travel
gonna say
time.
the Crow will have you guys on the timing to give you a good window of this.
Yeah.
session.
Well, I mean, the other option is
So-
we just kind of go in there and just murder these two dudes real quick, like, before they cause a ruckus, you know?
Yeah, they are out of town, the rest of the ones, so, like, you know, the outskirts of town anyways, so.
You can see after a moment passes, the guards from the Peace Warden place, the ones you saw with Barboba, they rush out.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy over here actually climbs to the ceiling and begins looking around for any other thing.
Okay.
You guys are extremely well hidden, no need to roll anything.
Hmm.
This group splits and two go to the south. Three go to the south, actually. Two that go to the south. These two go to the south. This guy goes in. And yeah, this guy is on the ceiling checking stuff. And because you guys are lucky, I need to roll a dexterity saving throw because mist makes things wet. And he falls from the ceiling,
Of course he does.
taking. Would you guys roll me 2d6?
Alright, go roll. 2d6.
Monja, could you invite me again, please?
The inviting the
It doesn't
Discord is
work.
not
Yeah, it
working.
doesn't work,
Nope.
yeah.
Oh my
Which
god.
one?
I sent you an invite.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I have.
Nice, I'm back.
Hi back.
I knew it.
Really?
So,
Really?
someone roll me 2d6.
Here you go. Here's your 2ds.
He falls to the floor, breaks a leg.
Let's go. I'm guessing he's
Oh, he's
probably
bloody.
screaming in pain. Does he get the other guys to come outside?
Ah!
Hmm.
That's what you get for scouting.
Does anyone notice him? Or no?
One guy comes out. Another guy comes out. What happened? I slipped. Ah! Get me a healer. This guy spawns. I'll get you to the priest. You fool.
Ooh, this is convenient.
Okay.
Ah.
I was gonna say, I think this would be a good time to go in, right?
I think so.
I think as soon as this guard goes in, yeah. Probably rush. What do you guys think?
I think let's
yeah,
do it.
I'm down.
Yeah. I mean, before we
should
go
let
in,
Yeah.
Amelie get a sneak attack in first, probably though, huh?
As a reminder, you have a window here.
Ah, yeah.
You could just shoot
What's
right
a
through
window
it, yeah.
here?
oh, just wondering if I were to cast Bless, is it loud enough?
From this
we could
distance,
notice
no.
us? No.
Oh,
I just
if you want to
I
cast
have the
Bless,
scroll of
now
Bless,
is the
and I would
time.
just cast Bless. So that I use
Alright,
it.
all of you hit your minis with Bless. Well, three of you.
no, it's only 3 of us.
Only
Okay.
3 of us, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
whoever you
so
want.
reminder,
to
Bless
be.
is a d4 for saving throws and attack rolls.
So
For
everyone
1 minute.
except of me.
Okay.
And you are
Really? I
concentrated
feel like
enough.
no, you should have it
Really?
instead of me. I don't think like.
Oh,
I
actually,
don't
you
know.
have super high wisdom, yeah. Then
Also,
I'll take
I don't feel like I attack nearly as much or like as potent.
then I'll take it.
Hang on, so Bless is what again? I know you just said, but...
A d4
A
for attack
D4.
rolls
plus a
force,
D4,
and
yeah.
saving throws.
Okay, okay.
For a whole minute for every roll, right?
Yes.
Wow.
And then
that's
we
pretty
rush
good.
in.
So
I think so.
position yourselves
Ah, thanks.
in the position where you would be before Emily breaks through the window or something.
I
Probably
would
be
just
like
go
right
to the
here, right
door.
before the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably also prefer the door over the window, but
That's fair.
I'll just stay over here before the window.
and stumble taking 2d6 for them.
And break a leg.
No,
that's
he broke
if
his
you fall from
leg.
20 feet.
All right.
All right. I'm to ask all of you to roll initiative. I'm
All right.
surprised.
Probably stop, right?
And this would be as I load for the sake of just show you the infiltration music, combat music.
Oh. Damn it.
Oh boy.
Don't
Apparently,
you have
Laren was
advantage or
ready.
something for initiative?
No, that's a bonus.
Oh.
I could have used inspiration. Nah, it's okay.
You can use inspiration. You are in time turn already.
I must say this plan
Yeah, okay, I
seems
will
a
then.
lot
I
more
think this
thought
is a good-
out than let's get in and get ourselves
And
enslaved.
become slaves?
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
There we go, that's better.
There was a lot of thought behind slavery, you know? For sure.
Way better than slavery.
You say Quiver enjoyed his time.
All right. The combat 1. I have several variations of this music.
Is it like sneaky combat?
Yes, it is time. I'm going to roll initiative for these people.
Mm-hmm.
So, Baroba's initiative.
Should I remove Hope and Direwolves down there?
Oh, natural 20, baby!
Oh,
No.
no.
What is their
Really?
X modifier, I wonder?
Yeah, but there's the price anyways. We have,
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a turn.
Yeah, still.
Oh. Yeah, they are surprised. However, a reaction is gonna make things interesting. Alern goes before her, though.
Okay. I like how we were talking about dragons and the dragon color, and that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
And a dragon appears.
Possibly.
Calling a dragon.
You can conjure a dragon.
Lion
right?
Claws 17.
Makes me wanna
Dang,
go
they
after
rolled
them
well.
Immediately, honestly, to spend them.
All right.
Dying.
We shall see how this goes next time.
We shall.
Dragon Ball
Huh.
Z.
And just in time.
Yeah, good timing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Super fun session.
This was great. This was really good.
Timing.
I feel like we came up with a decent plan this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I
How
feel like
Three
good
we're
the
rolls
plan is.
for distraction remain.
Hmm.
We will find out how good the plan is once.
Once
we
it happens,
are-
yeah.
Yeah, once we're done with it. But it sounds good.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, honestly, I feel like we could really just one-shot her in 2 rounds. If
It
we
is
go
entirely
all in,
possible,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
Although we should take out the witnesses first.
One thing I will say, as you look through the window and you're about to enter the place, you do notice Baroba does have her mage armor up.
Yeah, that makes
Huh.
sense.
Like she was expecting it or something.
Now be a little alert
Situation
with stuff
started,
Oh.
dangers ahead.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just
yeah.
has mage armor like
Yeah.
any mage would.
Okay.
Last 8 hours. No concentration. Just there's nothing to lose really.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's very good, yeah.
Good to know.
Oh, I love in the new books. Before I go, but I saw this in the new books. They have for a lot of spells actually pictures, and mage armor looks so fun. It's really well illustrated.
Sounds fun.
Forgot to put the dice in the right place. So now you know where these 2 dice went.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's cool.
With that being said, I'm out.
Thanks for
Bye.
playing, Claw.
Take care, fellas.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
And I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yes,
See
get
you
some
guys
good
later.
rest.
Fun?
And I shall end stream,
See
so
you
I'll
next
be a
week.
moment. Bye.
Right.
Alrighty. Things are kicking off. Things are very much kicking off. And by that I mean assassination plans are happening. Which is cool. I like that, considering my character's an assassin and all. This is neat. We'll see how it all pans out next time, though. But it seems like we've got a decent plan going here. But whether we can actually execute it remains to be seen. But this is really fun, as always. But yeah, we try to do this every week. I think we might be moving to Sunday next weekend. I'm not sure. I think that might be the plan. We will see. But yeah, this is always a super fun time. I'm really having a blast with these sessions, and yeah, that's about all I got. So yeah, we'll get back to this next week, but yeah, for now, have a good one, folks. Take it easy.